Welcome to our video lessons which are conducted by District Education Officer Nalgonda. Hi children, how are you? I hope that you are well. So today without wasting time we are going to let us start our session. So today we are going to discuss our 16th chapter, the election process in India. Before going to discuss the election process in India, I would like to ask small question, children. Can you respond? Yes, you are very active. I know that. Children, do you know elections which are conducting in your area? Yes, so many times you saw your in local areas elections like that your village panchayat elections or mandal parishad elections or district level or state level or central level. So many times you may observe the elections. So what is that basic question? So that is all things already you know. But what is today our lesson? What are the need of the elections? Why we are conducting so many times, 5 years once, why we are conducting that general elections? What are the necessaries there? What are the importance of the elections in the democratic country of India? These all things we have to discuss in this lesson. So let us start without wasting our time. So first of all, need of the elections. So what is the necessary to conduct the elections means? In our India is a second largest populous country which are followed by the China. Is it possible to take the decisions whatever we need? The type of the decision is not possible to take gathering at a place the all people of the country. Exactly, we can say no. That is why on behalf of our people to solve our problems, definitely we have to conduct elections. We have to elect the people's representative among ourselves only, and again after electing we have to form the government. To this purpose, to solving our problems purpose, definitely we have to conduct the elections. So without elections, it is no meaning in the democracy. Means already we know that in the previous lessons, previous classes already you know that. What is the meaning of democracy? People's rule. We have to rule ourselves. That is why we have to rule ourselves means we have to solve our problems. That is why we have to elect as a people's representative among ours. That is why we have to conduct the elections. That much importance is there. So who will conduct this lesson? Who will conduct this elections? We have to know it. So to conduct the elections, definitely in the center-wide, election body is there, autonomous body is there, that is the election commission, which are existing in 1950, January 25th onwards, election commission, which are the autonomous body was existence in India. Okay, autonomous means what is the meaning of the autonomous? So they ruled themselves to conduct the elections. They framed the rules and regulations according to 324 our constitutional article. Again subarticles, so many subarticles also is there. So each and every according to the rule, the election commission will conduct the elections. Do you understand, children? Now, what is the election system in India? So in India, this election system completely led by election commission only. So in this election commission, one chief election commissioner headed, and under him up to from the 1993 onwards, another 2 additional election commissions also working to conduct the elections throughout the country. Again in state level and district level and village level and district level, so many election commissioners, election officers assist to them, and each level also they called as different names. For example, in India, total chief election commissioner is known as EC, chief election commissioner. Now present chief election commissioner is Sunil Arora. The next additional commissioners also will assist to them. Then if you coming to the state general body, state electoral officer will conduct the election duties throughout the statewide, which are conducting the state legislative assembly elections. If you are coming to the local bodies, local body election is nothing but what? So ZPTC elections, MPTC elections, maybe MPTC elections, or maybe municipal corporation elections. These all elections will be conducted by the district collector, will act as a chief election commissioner in the district level, and within the constitution level he is called as RO. These are the hierarchy to work to conduct the elections in different levels. By this system elections will be conducted in India. Now these election bodies, already I told, election body is the autonomous body, means they will take their own decisions, they will frame their own rules and regulations. According to the rules and regulations they will conduct the elections. So but in 1952 first general elections was held in India. At that time only in our India only 17.4% of the voters are there. Okay, but nowadays now at present according to 2011 census that voters, the number of voters are participating voters are increased, that is up to 67 crores voters are registered. Now at present it is increased more. So like that, but in up to 1990 who are the 23rd Chief Election Commission worked as a TN Session worked as a Chief Election Commission. From that onwards so many reforms are took place. Before initial that much strict rules and regulations are not there, but up to TN Session period completely rules and regulations are completely formulated very strictly. So many recommendations also he has done. So that recommendations is considerable as a election reforms in India. Okay, so what are the recommendations? If you know that one or two elections, definitely 14 days before 14 days, up to 14 days only campaign should not campaign the 14 day minimum 14 days, and there is no pasting the posters, and there is no use of the mic sets. In each and every rules and regulations also implemented from the TN Session. And expenditure also, personal expenditure also they counted from the TN Session period onwards. Okay, like that there are alcohol malpractices, he has kept so many rules and regulations regarding the election malpractice, like bribes and corruption. These are all reduced from the TN Session period. So like that so many recommendations I have done already in your book clearly is there, children. Just open the book, just definitely how to read the TN Session recommendations clearly. Number of election recommendations are there. Now these are the totally regarding the election system in India, already now explained. Now what are the functions of this, basic functions of the election commission means first election commission, basic functions of the election commission is they should conduct the elections. For that purpose they have to follow some process. What is the process means? First of all they have to frame the code of conduct, election model code of conduct to the all political parties and each and every citizen of the India. Okay, so when the notification, then next after that he has to the election commission has to announce the notification, election notification. So after the notification then he has to receive the nominations which are contesting, those who are interesting to contest in the particular constituencies. Then next after that, after they will give some time to withdraw the nominations, those who are unwilling, again 1 or 2 days after they may be unwilling. So to withdraw the nominations also they will give the time. After that scrutinization work also done by the ECs in different levels. Okay, scrutinize. In the scrutinize so many mistakes will be find out according to eligibility. Finally the election commission they will declare the final contesting list and announce the final contesting list. So after that they have given some campaign time, up to campaign time. So after the giving final polling day also they will declare. So according to the giving polling day, the next step is they will conduct the polling, then next announce the results, and elected body they have to submit it to the state. If it is the state legislative assemblies, they will submit the state authorities, and if it is the union elections, general body elections means they will submit the elected body to submit the union authorities. Like this basic works done by the basic functions done by election commissions. Not only these functions, children, besides of this, they will recognize the political parties as a political parties according to their rules and regulations. The next, they allocated the symbols to the each and every political party. Allocated the symbols. The next, they will frame the code of conducts. These another such type of the works also done by functions of the election commission. So not only this, before these all functions, another foremost basic function is they registered the voter, they enroll the voters, those who are completed 18 years up to January month. In that year, election year, January, up to January, those are completed 18 years, they will registered as a voters. So that work also done by election commission. So not only registered, but also again revised them in due time. Due time means within the 5 year to another 5 year, they have to revise it. Because in this election, some voters may be casting their vote, but unfortunately in the next elections, some persons may be died. Okay, that's why they have to delete it. Then next, some 16 years old persons, they may become across the 18 years. That's why they have to enter. This is called as revision of the electoral list. So these electoral list work and revised list also done by the election commission. So not only this, another important function also done by the election commission, demarcation of the constitutions according to delimitations of the EC. Election commission. Demarking of the constitution means sometimes the constitution area may be extended, sometimes may be reduced. This work also according to the delimitation of the EC done by the election commission. So these are the completely functions of the election commission. So among this very important function is elections code of conduct of the elections. So election commission frame the code of conduct. What is the code of conduct? Is very important topic. The functions and code of conduct is very important topic to annual examination point of view. In 4 marks questions, the annual examiners may be asked that questions. Code of conduct means all rules and regulations. Already you know, children, what do's or what do nots the election commission has to frame. So to that rules and regulations, each and every political party as well as citizen of India has to obey. For example, some code of conducts may be explained here. First one, only minimum 14 days campaign should be done. Okay. The next, any malpractices should not be allowed before the elections. And before 48 hours, the polling before, all political party should be stopped their campaign. Okay. Next, another one, in that before 2 days, that is in 48 hours, any liquor, alcohol, like some drugs should not sell in the society, okay, in the shops. So next, the political parties should submit their expenditure, each and every expenditure. So like that, so many code of conducts also formulated by the EC. So this is very important. You have to open your textbook and read one by one carefully and get the knowledge. The next, in this election process in India, very important concept is political parties' role. What are the political parties' role? Means who are the contesting members? Definitely political parties. If you are taking the Telangana, so now we are in the Telangana area. So for example, if you are taking the political parties like a Congress party and BJP and TRS and TDP, such type of the political parties there. In some new parties also originating. How they are coordinating? According to their rules and regulation, following the rules and regulation, EC will be recognized a political party. Okay, then these political parties the political parties will be categorized as two sections of the political parties. First category is the ruling party, and the second section of the all parties will be considered as a opposition parties. Okay, so this ruling party always dominating over the other parties, but in the moment of the elections, this ruling party also plays a very key role in the campaign. So to that purpose also, he kept so many prohibitions on the ruling party. For example, each and every official visit and political visit, they do not mingle with official visit and political party related visit. and they don't use the government vehicles to campaigns, and they don't, if they are using the more than 3 vehicles, definitely the expenditure has counted as personal party account. They have to show it. So such type of the rules and regulations has kept on the ruling party. In opposition party also, each and everything, they have to submit the each and everything, their personal details, personal assets, these all things has to submitted to the EC according to 2013 People's Public Union case. Okay, in that only VVPAT, already I wrote here, VVPAT, voter verified paper audit trial, and also NOTA, such type of the some new concepts also introduced according to the Union Public case in 2013. So the next, these are the political parties' role. Then after that, conducting polling in the campaign, one of the parties conducting public rallies. How the political party should be conducted, the public meetings or public rallies or public gatherings, means definitely before conducting the public rallies, each and every political party has to take the prior permission from the police, that local police. Okay, why they have to take the police permission means, if they are taking the police permission, definitely they will arrange their police, they will arrange their prior arrangements to maintain the law and order. Otherwise, so it will be leads to very riots and so many quarrels, whatever it may be. That's why without prior permission, any political party, that may be ruling party or opposition party, may not be conducted in any political gatherings. And also they won't conduct the public rallies in the residential areas. They don't use the mic sets without permission. Some such type of the rules and regulations, the public rally should be conducted by each and every political party. So finally, by this all rules and regulation, finally the day, means polling day, definitely the EC, with the help of their election staff, they have to conduct the polling. So who are the election staff? So in the initially, that election staff, EC are consisting 45 lakhs of the employees are consisting to election commission. But do you know, children, that much employees are having the EC means it is not a perfect EC staff, that is EC staff. They are all belongs to state government and central government employees only. They appointed according to 324 of 6. That is the rule article. According to that, they employed as a election staff. They will work under the EC to conduct the polling, to conduct the general elections in that polling day. Some persons may be worked as observers, some persons they worked as a presiding officer, some persons they may be worked as a ROs, and like that. So many categories of the employees categorized under the article of 324 of 6. The next, so on the polling day, definitely one presiding, if you are taking one polling booth, in that polling booth one presiding officer, then next another 2 or 3 polling officers may be conduct the polling. Then next, in that polling stations, different political parties agents also, they will sit in the polling booth and they will observe with the help of the that local area political party agents. This polling staff will be conducted the all elections, and carefully after that up to evening, within up to evening they will close the polling. Then next they seal the EVMs, electronic voting machines, or otherwise ballot paper. It's manually, if it is the ballot paper, all material should be sealed and they submitted on the election election counters. So election submitted counters. Then up to that one type of the work completed, but after the some 2-3 days later, the voters will be counted and declared the results. So this is the polling mechanism on the day of polling and polling mechanism system, children. Next, various levels of the elections. Various levels of the elections means, so this process, this total process which are explained by me, this total process maybe have to the union in the same way, the central and the local bodies and each and every level also having the same process, same procedure should be there. So for example, if you union level, already I told who are the chief election commission, who are the head chief election commission. Under him, if you take the state election, state legislative assemblies elections may be held. So that is nothing but what MLA elections. In union level, MP elections. In state level, MLA elections. MP means member of parliament. MLA means member of legislative assembly. And again, in district level, local bodies elections, if it is the municipal corporation, municipal chairman and councillors, in the corporation level, mayor and corporators may be elected in the same process only. Okay, this is so in this different levels also the election officers are named in different levels. Union level chief election commission, in state level election electoral officer, which are appointed by the chief election commissioner with consultation of the state government governor. Okay, he has completely most senior person of the IAS may be selected as a chief electoral officer in the state level. If you are taking the district level, collector will be act as a chief election commission. Under the collector, so many constitutions are there. So each and every constitution are having one officer, election officer. That person is called as a returning officer. So under the returning officer, in booth level, presiding officer are there. So these are the hierarchy to conduct the various levels of the elections. I hope that you may understand well, children, this hierarchy. So in this process, how many types of the elections we are conducting? Means general elections in the union level general elections and state level general elections. Okay, in the local body elections. So in completing, after completing the general elections, sometimes the government may be dissolve the state assemblies or parliament. And Lok Sabha elections or Rajya Sabha or Lok Sabha may be dissolved due to so many reasons. At that time, before tenure, means 5 years once the general elections has to conduct. But before 5 years only, the assembly, in the state level assembly and union level parliament may be dissolved due to so many reasons. So at that time, mid-term election, if at the time also elections should be conducted, such type of the elections is called mid-term elections. Okay, so general elections means which are conducting which elections are conducting within the due time, that is nothing but what 5 years once that elections are called as a general elections. Before 5 years, if the elections are conducting, that is called as a midterm elections. If any time any vacancy, any constitution vacancy is vacated due to the death and resigned by the people's representative, at the time definitely election may be held, that is called as a by-election. So these are the concepts. And finally, the regional parties and national parties concept also is there. Regional party considered as a 3% valued votes or 3 seats of the assembly seats has to won. If it happens like that, it is called as a regional party. Then next, if the national wide 6% valued votes are 11 MP seats from the different four different states, 4 or more than 4 or different states is nothing but what a national party. So regional party example, now TRS, we may discuss the TRS in Telangana, DMK in Tamil Nadu, like that. Regionally, which parties are there? National party is nothing but what now Congress, BJP, Bharatiya Janata Party, Indian National Congress and Communist Party of Marxist, these are all considered as a national parties. Okay, children, already whenever we are conducting another concept also introduced in first in Delhi and Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh and Mizoram elections in 1913, that is a nota, none of the above. If you are not interested, we have to meet that nota concept also introduced. So children, I hope you understand well, but finally within one small questions I will assist you. So that is that first one, what is the meaning of general elections? These are all one mark questions. General elections, what is the meaning of mid-term elections and defined as a by-elections. The next 4 marks concept question, that is describe the functions of the election commission. And another important question, describe the code of conduct which are formulated by the election. Okay, this question examiner may be asked in different ways, children. So what are the necessary to code of conduct? Okay, code of conduct by the election commission, like that also may be asked the questions. These are all the very important questions in the examination pattern. Please note down and prepare well and get good knowledge. Thank you, children. Thank you very much. I hope you understand well, and we will again in next video.